great disappointment, I'm sure, but how proud are you of the spirit and character that your players showed this afternoon?
Extremely proud. I don't think this is as close as a test match can get. 5 days of hard-fought cricket, and comes down to the last session, last wicket, and tremendously proud of the effort.
How confident were you coming to the ground today, this morning?
Pretty confident, with plenty of batting left in our side. I was pretty confident, but I think the way England kept attacking our batsmen, and we wanted to have maybe a couple of 50-run partnerships in our top order, and we weren't able to do that, and they played better than us.
4 wickets fell this morning, so at lunch, had you given up hope, or are you still just clinging to a little bit?
No, there's always hope, as long as there's a batsman batting, there's always some hope, one 50-run partnership, because the target wasn't massive, 60-run partnership, and you're right back in the game.
And was the tactics of obviously Jadoo turning down lots of runs, trying to farm the strike, were there any instructions coming from the dressing room, or is he just an experienced enough player to let him get on with it out there?
He's very experienced, didn't want to give him any message. I think he was batting brilliantly with the tail, and just wanted him and the tail enders to keep batting as much as possible.
Let's look back at a couple of turning points in the game. The run out of Rishabh Pant in the first
series from here on.
Jasprit Bumrah play at Old Trafford?
You'll get to know about it soon.
Thanks for your time. Well done to your team.
Thank you.
July the 14th, 6 years to the day of the World Cup final in 2019. Been some extraordinary finishes on that ground. This ground, that was another.
Yeah, it was. It was actually part of the reason why I went with Joff this morning with myself. Just had one of those feelings in the morning, what was it, 6 years ago now?
To the day?
To the day, yeah. So Joff played a major role in that, and I just had one of those feelings that he was going to do something special this morning, and he managed to crack the game open with those 2 wickets.
And that was an interesting call you had to make, because obviously Bryden Cast had bowled so beautifully from the pavilion end late last evening. You had to finish your over at the nursery end, so it wasn't a straightforward call.
No, it wasn't. There was a bit of discussion in the dressing room around that. Obviously, Bryden had an amazing spell last night, and he was charging in. He had some great rhythm, but as I say, just had this gut feeling that just something was going to happen. Joff's first time back in the Test match team, and obviously the day that it was, and sometimes your gut works, I guess.
4.5-year absence for Jofra between Test matches. How thrilled are you to have him back? And talk us through his performance this week.
Yeah, it's been awesome to have him back out there. Every time that he gets announced on the tannoy that he's coming onto the bowl, you just hear the whole ground erupt, and when he turns it on and starts running in and getting it up that, when the speeds come up on the screen, it just the feeling in the game just changes. And what an amazing effort from him to get through those overs. First time back out. It's been a very, very tough week, no doubt, for him, but she got some crucial wickets for us, and it's absolutely great to have him back.
And physically for yourself, it was a monumental achievement, really. Only 3 days in between games. The last test went deep into the 5th day. You'd said ahead of the second test how tired you were after that opening test match win. So how much did you have to dig deep into your reserves today?
Yes. I had to go, I thought I'd taken myself to some pretty dark places before, but today was... but look, bowling to win a Test match for your country, if that doesn't get you up, if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what does. And the same thing again, Shoaib Bashir, broken hand, going out there, taking on, the responsibility with the bat. We thought that those few runs could become crucial at the end. Obviously, it was looking like they were going to be that way, and coming on, taking that last wicket, just written in the stars. What an absolute warrior to come out here and do that for his team.
We heard before the series Brendan McCullum say that he'd be a bit reluctant to see you putting in long shifts with the ball. I think he sent a message when you bowled a 7-over spell in the first innings, but 9 overs and 10 overs today. Was he okay with that?
I think obviously with what today was, what was on the line, yesterday was a bit different. There was still more cricket to be played, and pulled myself off there. To be honest, I was absolutely cooked yesterday as well. But again, today, game was on the line. Nothing was stopping me coming off.
Man of the match, player of the match performance for you. Important runs in both innings. Bit of question marks or speculation about your batting form ahead of this game. Do you feel you're very close now?
Yeah, look, I'm an all-rounder. you know, I get four opportunities in a Test match to be able to influence the game. And one of the great things about being an all-rounder is that if one thing doesn't quite click, you've got an opportunity with the other. And that's how I look at it. You know, like obviously, I would like to be scoring more runs at the moment, but you know, as soon as I've got my whites on and out there on the field, all my thoughts swip over to bowling. And that's the great thing about being an all-rounder, is that you don't really have a chance to sort of worry about anything, if that makes sense. And yeah, look, I think everyone knows I'll always put in as much as I possibly can.
And I asked Shubman Gill about that crucial run out of Rishabh Pant, which of course you affected, not to forget how important those tiny moments in a Test match can be, and how you've got to be committed to every ball to change it.
Yeah, like as I say, I was in the middle of a spell there, so I was pretty pumped up. Very important position there, extra cover, and yeah, it was just one of those things where I was looking at the ball, and in my peripheral I just sort of seen Rishabh stutter a little bit. So yeah, just sort of, I don't know, my natural instincts and everything just took over, and it's one of the great feelings when you let go of a ball and you think, yeah, that's going to be heading towards the stumps. And then obviously when the bails came off, but yeah, it was a big part in the game. Rishabh was playing really well. We all know how destructive he can be. That wicket this morning was a pretty big one, and yeah, it was the man Jofra Archer to do it.
2-1 to the good now, but you'll know that India have played some serious cricket over 3 games, and this series is a long way from done yet.
Definitely. It was always going to be the way. 2 very good teams going at it. You know, this game again gone toe to toe. Not going to lie, cannot wait to just lie in my bed for 4 days and then be raring to go for Manchester again.
Well, it's been a magnificent Test match. Thank you for the part you've played. Well done.
Thank you very much. Cheers.
Jofra Archer, thank you for your time. Test cricket again, eh? What was that one like to be involved in?
It was very hectic for a first one back. You know, I think about a few more overs than I thought it would as well. But you know, everyone really mattered today, so I'm not too fussed about it.
Missed the buzz. What was the buzz like of being back in whites and a red ball at Lords?
I only played one other Test at Lords, but you know, the last one was just as special as this one. You know, it was a long time coming, a lot of rehab, you know, a lot of training. But you know, it's moments like this that make everything worth it.
Difficult moments as well when you're trying to get back to full fitness.
And then all was talking. Good.
Yeah, but I feel the hardest part is, you know, playing like cricket for the last year and a half, and then, you know, still having the training wheels on, and, you know, talking about workloads and, you know, bowl today, don't bowl tomorrow, like stuff like that. That'd probably be the hardest part, because, you know, sometimes you think that you're ready, but, well, you never know if you're ready or not until you do it. But the safer way is the best way, so I'm not too fussed now. Well, this surely is worth all the wait.
Absolutely. Did you ever fear, though, that you wouldn't be wearing those whites again, and it might just be IPL, it might just be T20 and 4 over spells, not the shift you put in here?
Nah, not me. I think it would have been other people. You know, I reckon if I told Keezy I wanted to play, well, to be honest, we both did say that that's what we wanted to do. A few years ago, obviously, we're here now, and you know, the plans that we've made then are now actually starting to, you know, like fill the calendar. So yeah, just a bit speechless, you know, to see how everything's actually coming to plan, you know. I had overs marked out. I think my overs are still marked out for me down till December, so
right.
I'm not totally out of the woods as yet, but this is definitely a good start.
I'm sure there are periods where you were watching the lads battle away in Test match cricket thinking, crikey, I wish I could help them. What's it like to be out there helping them, being in the moment with them?
Well, the style of cricket that we play right now means you're going to bowl a lot of overs.
Yeah, that's true. Be careful what you wish for. I'm going to show you some of your bowling, if I may, and take you back to your opening spell. And the first wicket, a beautiful one to get rid of Jaswal. You were off. Was that just all the frustration, all the hard work that you put in just coming out of you because you were so engaged?
I guess it was a little bit emotional. As I said earlier, sorry, that, you know, it was a long journey. You know, I can't tell you the amount of keyboard warriors that I had to put up with for the last 3 to 4 years as well. So yeah, it was just, I told myself that I was going to try my best not to be, and I guess when he nicked it in it, went to Brookie, like, I think all of that just went through the window. Obviously, like, the joy, the whole crowd, like the long room yesterday was, like, I've never seen them like that ever in my life. So it's just moments like this that make the rehab all so much worth it.
Every time they got the ball in your hand, this crowd went up.
Yeah.
How big a lift was that for you?
Huge lift. They went a bit dead today, probably just after lunch, that phase, but they came back just at the end.
I just want to say, Geoff, first of all, very proud of you, mate, having been a former teammate. Wonderful to see you back in. But today, probably the most emotional I've seen you, like the most aggressive I've seen you in a bowling spell. Was that something that you thought about last night? Like, I'm going to lead this attack, bring in the heat? Or was it just when you got pants wicket, sort of ignited you and you thought that it was such a crucial moment of the Test match?
No, it was a collective effort, to be honest. I think we all came together as a group yesterday and said, you know, we're a bit too nice. When we go other places, some teams aren't as nice to us as we are to them. So I guess we just try to shift it, and who knows? I don't know if that's the reason that helped us give us that extra buzz today in the field. I don't know, but we will definitely keep that one in the bank for the future.
Can you let us into a little secret? What did you whisper to Rishabh Pant as the off dolly was rotating back towards Jamie Smith? Did you just tell him that was angled in and nipped away and hit the top of off?
It wasn't a probe moment, but I just tell him to charge that. You know, 'cause honestly, this morning it was like struggling a little bit. The ball just kept coming up full, and one of the full balls he just charged pissed me off a little bit. And you know, like when the ball nipped down the slope, I was so grateful for that as well. And I think that gave everyone the energy then to go on and push for this win today.
It's great to see you back on a level of us enjoying watching you play Test match cricket, but also we appreciate all the hard work that you've put in. It must have been difficult. Fantastic. Well done. Appreciate your time.
Thank you, guys.
See you in Manchester.
Thank you.